All right, dude, I'm just gonna go like eat some snacks and like take a nap, and we'll continue hunting in a bit.
Bear.
All right, that's the John drill. You're sleeping with snacks, bear's coming, you shoot it 5 times. That's the John drill. You gotta yell bear though. There's no timer, you just yell bear. Bear. Oh, something broke already. All right, welcome Canik to California. This thing went on roster about a month ago, and it fits every spec that I would want in like an outdoors backcountry firearm that's on my hip and is something that I would actually like carry, you know, hunting, fishing. I think my normal carries that I tend to bring are a little too big. It's usually a 357. But as 9 has gotten and progressed into more of a cartridge, you know, this I think is what I'm gonna start to check out. And, you know, there have been reported issues, but I plan on shooting this a lot before ever taking it out and carrying in the field. One of the things that fits my criteria for a carry gun in the wilderness is because it's California, we're limited to 10 rounds. I'm not gonna carry a G19. I just can't take advantage of 17 rounds. This is 10 rounds, it's small, but it's a little heavy, and I like that. So check it out. Oh, look at that. Flat dirt earth, FDE. What's the FDE? Flat dirt earth? Flat dark earth. We got flat dark earth, boys. For our shots with the Canik meaty. I'm gonna go with meaty, because there's no accent. Meaty. No accent mark. All right, how far off are we? I don't know where that is. All right, so top right has one in the bottom border. So that's too high, I think. Let's see. So that is 2 above the target. Do you know where I'm hitting? I can't tell where I'm hitting. All right, let's get a little closer, I guess. So I see 1, 2 in this row. I think I'm shooting low. So 1, 2. There we go. So that's low. So it's low-ish. I need to figure out, move the dot. All right, so first impressions is that it certainly shoots softer than the Hellcat because obviously it's bigger, which is why I wanted to grab it to be a little better, I guess. Really try to lower this dot here. Feels better, but it's softer shooting. First 10 rounds, it did not break, which is great. You know, that's the idea, right? Let's put another 10 through it and see what happens. Let's try this again. So I want to keep shooting top right and to not mess up Jay's target here. Actually, I'm gonna shoot top left now. Oh, but dead money. Ten rounds, still no problem, and much tighter on the grouping there. All right, I think we can go ring some steel and see what happens. Previously, I would bring. Oh, okay. I'll wait. All right, so here's the deal. Previously, what I was carrying out, you know, when I'm hunting and hiking and camping with my family, you know, I'll bring the trailer out. When I'd bring, say, something like a Glock 19 or my old CZ, Unfortunately, it was just too big to actually carry, say, on the trail, because, look, man, I'm like 5'6", 5'7" in heels and about 150 pounds, and I'm not going to carry Glock 19. It's going to print like crazy. The kids are going to be like, hey, what's that? I don't like that. Same with my SP101 42-inch barrel, and so I bought a Hellcat. The Hellcat's nice and small. I can carry it off body in a pack, go hiking. I wouldn't leave it in the truck instead of bringing it on a trail with me. And it's no good, like sitting in the truck, right? So I'm on a quest to find the right thing to carry while on a trail with my family, camping, fishing, hiking, hunting, doing all of it, with the major concern being, you know, general family protection, plus, you know, I need wild animals. If you have like little ones, they scream like, the little one screams sound just like dying rabbits. And because of that, man, I expect them to attract wildlife. So that's the goal with this particular piece. I think it's a 3.18-inch barrel. It comes with 2 magazines. In California, we got 10, right? I think this thing, Flush Mag, comes with 12, but California, we got 10. This is California-compliant. It went on roster a month ago, and so this is brand new. This is everything it came with, including a holster and not an optic. I added this, but everything here minus the optic was like $420 or something, which is a pretty outstanding price for what you get. Canik triggers, amazing. I just got to sort through and answer the question, is it reliable enough for me to carry while hiking, while hunting, all of that stuff? So that's what I aim to do here. All right, so how does it feel? It's there. I can squat. It's pretty comfortable, and, you know, it doesn't really print. So this would be like the hiking piece. Flat desert, dirt, boys. What is that, Jay?
What's that?
What is this?
Oh, M18.
Oh, 320.
320.
This is your other 320? You have 2 of these?
Yeah.
Why'd you get 2 of them? All right, so I got this. It's the holster that it came with. People are like, yo, it kind of sucks, says Reddit, but like, I'm kind of okay with the holster here. It doesn't print. It's pretty comfortable because it's wide, and, you know, hiking on a trail, doing your thing, and all of a sudden, hey, look, a bear. Bear. I missed. Oh, something broke already. Oh, something broke already. It didn't hit primer. Uh-oh. That's weird. You hear that? Is that a rattlesnake? Which way did you hear it? I feel like it was that way, but I have my ears in. All right, so 1 round, and I feel like that was a firing pin thing. So this may not be the right thing to carry in the field so far, Canik. Uh-oh. All right, so that's concerning. I think, where did I put that round? In my pocket? I did. Oh, but hold on. But I also see that it loaded in weird. Look at that. That's strange. It like, or a striker hit to you? So I think I had a weird, you don't think that's a light primer hit?
No.
You do?
Mm-mm.
No, so that's just a weird.
Probably just a weird feed.
I mean, I clicked, it was loaded.
Yeah.
But it was a weird click. Didn't fire. Huh. Gotta figure out what happened there. So that's within the first 30 rounds. We'll see. California Canik, you might be getting this back. How many yards this is?
Yeah.
60? 65?
65?
I think it's 65, but my yards judgment is not great. Top right.
Go low, too high.
Oh, that's 2 issues within the first 40 rounds. Where did that go? Where'd it go? All right. So it's the feed.
Yeah, it's probably hitting the barrel or the edge of the barrel.
It's hitting something. It's not striking. That's 2 issues. Hi. It feels so weird. That's pretty ridiculous.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, wow.
A little high?
That was high?
No, it was low. Would go a little higher.
You can't carry this. I don't think you can carry it. This is a broken gun. All right, review over, I guess. That's 3 failures and it's doing the same thing. It's just...
Try to rack it a couple of times.
That's 3 fails within the first, out of the box, 3 fails within the first 40 rounds. So I'm gonna go with like, I don't think you should carry one of these. I think it could be a fun range toy, but I don't know if this is a carry gun. All right, so far it's like 40 rounds, 3 failures where the striking firing pin falls, click, nothing. And then when I eject the bullet, the top of the round nose looks like it jammed itself into the barrel. So it could be a lubrication thing, but like this is 3 failures almost immediately. So I'm gonna keep going with it. But right now I'm gonna say it's probably a good idea to get things before taking this to carry. All right, dude, I'm just gonna go like eat some snacks and like take a nap and we'll continue hunting in a bit.
Bear, bear.
All right, that's the John drill. You're sleeping with snacks, bear's coming, you shoot it 5 times. Let's see how we did. All right, we got 2 A's, a C, and a D. Did I shoot 4 or 5? That's the John drill. You gotta yell bear though. There's no timer, you just yell bear. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I've never shot from laying down before. That was kind of cool. I'd do it again. Bear! 5 inaccurate shots. Look at that. No A zone. 2D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that again. Bear! Bear! That was better. Much better. 3 in the A zone, which wasn't there before. I think all 5 were in. Those all count when there's a bear. When there's a bear, that counts. Bear! Just walking right along. There's a rattlesnake over there. All of a sudden, to my right, hey, bear, bear, bear! All over the board, but you know what? That'll be bear. That'll be bear stoppage, mountain lion stoppage. I'm good with that. All right, this is the wild boar, which we don't have in SoCal. Bring him on over. Wild boar drill. Wild boar. Pack it up. All right, the holster that comes with it, I actually really like it in terms of the fact that it doesn't print. It distributes the weight evenly, and it pushes the handle into my gut, my little jelly rolls. But what I can say is at the range, it's a terrible holster because the barrel end is exposed. And it's hot, dude. Like, check this thing out. So this is the holster. I actually really like it for carry. What I don't like is the exposed barrel. It's burning my crotch. That's not happened for a while, if ever. So there's my holster review there. So I think here's where I am. It's really comfortable to carry. It's the right size. It shoots just right. If I didn't get those 3 failures so far, I'd be a lot more interested in making this like the only gun, right? I think it's big enough to be an only gun, but certainly an outdoors gun, 9mm is enough, at least in California where I am. 10 rounds is the max, not being military or law enforcement. So that package on paper is right. Trigger feels good, like I can shoot it. The failures, I need to dial those out before really considering it like an outdoors firearm that I would bring and carry while doing what I do. So as I'm packing it up here, I have a couple thoughts, and that is, hey, what are the questions going to be? John, why are you carrying while you're hunting? You have a rifle, you have you know, a shotgun on you. Why are you carrying a firearm? Well, if I'm napping under a tree, middle of the day, I don't really like to leave my shells in my shotgun. I don't like to leave my cartridges in my magazine. And so having something ready to go, tucked, holstered, and knowing that it's there and going to fire, I think is super important. Even if you have a firearm, like a long rifle, with you while hunting. Now, outside of hunting, I mentioned earlier, I go often into the backcountry with my kids, my wife, and I've normally carried this thing right here, this big old 357, you know, hand cannon, and this, it's a wonderful gun. It's nice, smooth trigger pull, fiber optic front sight, battle rear sights, adjustable, but it's a little cumbersome. And if I'm going to tuck it, you know, it's long. It has a cylinder, even though it's smaller because it's a 5-shot, it's still a long thing to tuck. And as such, you know, when something really isn't easy to carry, you're not going to carry it. And I think that's one of the most important things. I know that when I'm hiking around and my kids are with me and they're screaming in a tantrum, sounding like dying rabbits, that's a predator call. It sounds just like a predator call. And if I don't have something for protection on me, I'm always thinking like, I mean, I gotta go like find a rock or a stick or something to bat away an animal, but like, I don't have that time, man. I'd rather just have something ready to go in case I somehow spot the mountain lion before it does its thing, or, you know, a bear comes into camp and attacks my dog or anything like that. So having something on me, I think for me is kind of important as just a general outdoorsman. Things happen. Not that I'm scared that they will, but I'm scared for like the things that bring fear to me are anything that would happen to my kids. I don't have as much concern for myself as a grown-ish adult man, but my little babies, man, like I need an equalizer, you know, when you're out with animals. So that's what this is for. Hope this is helpful for anyone that is an upland hunter or a deer hunter or a bear hunter or whatever you're doing, fisherman, like maybe carry something just in case. But also like carry something that works and that is reliable and doesn't fail within the first 40 rounds. And if it fails within the first 40 rounds, like go shoot another 1,000 through it. And if there's no failures in 1,000 rounds, maybe consider it for, you know, the thing that you have on you when you actually need it. So remember, John drill, yell bear, shoot 5 rounds in a laying down position. Keep your legs spread, don't shoot yourself in the foot, and if you do, I refuse liability for any of that. John drill.